Hi everyone, my name is Annie Grabenschmidt, and I grew up in San Francisco, but most recently I moved here from North Carolina where I've been living for the last couple of years. And it was there that I believed that I was hypnotized by my therapist. I discovered therapy in my life a few years ago. So I was feeling really lost and directionless. I had just graduated college and I was a little confused and didn't have a plan. And I came across this term, emerging adulthood, which basically described a period of life where you're not really a kid and you're not really adult, and might hypothetically describe someone who lived with her parents and was too proud to eat dinner with them, but didn't want to have her laundry done every week. Hypothetically. From there, I just kind of became really comforted by the fact that I could use language and vocabulary to describe what I was going through. So I subscribed to Psychology Today. I proselytized the benefits of therapy to all my friends. I preached the gospel of Brene Brown. And I loved that I could have a very intellectual conversation about what I was dealing with. I liked that I could go to a therapist and I could meet her on her level and really discuss what was happening in a complicated way. So for instance, I might go in and say, I'm having an irrational annoyance with my roommate because of the noises that she's making in the kitchen. So she's slamming the fridge door, she's using the blender in the morning, or she's breathing. She says, well, Annie, it sounds like, and I would cut her off and say, I have a control issue. Which in itself is a control issue, but see, at least I know that. I'm living in North Carolina earlier this year, and it's in North Carolina that I meet my favorite therapist, Julie. We always had this expression, WWJD, what would Julie do? And Julie was so good. So I'd go in one week, and I'm living in North Carolina because I'm getting my master's degree. I'm getting a master's in public policy. I had come out of the closet about 5 years before that, and I really wanted a degree that was going to help me work in advocacy and contribute to the LGBT and women's rights movements, and use that as kind of a career jumping off point. So I'm telling Julie one day about how nervous I am to open an email from my advisor because I know that it contains feedback and comments on the most recent draft of my thesis. And I know it's a problem because I didn't open it until the night before the next draft was due, so big problem. And I go in and tell Julie this, and she says, all right, well, I know what you're thinking about the problem, but what were you feeling in that moment? And I'm so good, I was like, I'm feeling shame. And that's how quick I was. I killed therapy, basically. And shame is a very specific emotion. So my roommate, who I encouraged to go to therapy, unrelated to the noises that she was making in the kitchen, brought home from her therapist a tool that they often give to men who can't articulate their emotional experiences very well. So what it is this wheel, and in the middle there is angry, sad, happy, and then each of those has more specific emotions. So sad might have despair, depression, and then each of those has more specific options. So shame is right on the outside. There's 36 options back there. So that's just how good I am at psychology. And she says, okay, that's what you're feeling now. Can you tell me where you're feeling it? And I say, I'm feeling it right here. Again, I'm good. And she says, okay, I want you to close your eyes. And so I do. She says, I want you to locate the shame in your body. And I want you to breathe into your shame. And I want you to breathe through your shame. And then I want you to accept that shame is a part of you. Which I don't love, because I thought the whole point was that I name the emotion, I get rid of it, and I go back to being perfect. But I'm with her because I trust her, and so suddenly I'm realizing that my eyes are starting to burn because I'm tearing up. Which is really abnormal for me, because I normally go in and have this very rational conversation. I never cry in therapy, and all of a sudden I'm crying, and I open my eyes, and she's just staring at me, and I'm like, I don't know. And so all of a sudden, I am just regurgitating these stories from my childhood that I haven't thought about in years, possibly decades. So for instance, one time I was visiting New York, and I walked myself across the street when I was a toddler, and my dad yelled at me, and I felt a lot of shame. Or in my preschool class, some kid was being mean to another kid, so I told the teacher, and then the teacher called me a tattletale, and I felt a lot of shame. And I swear to God, this is the next story that came out of my mouth that day. I invited some of my preschool classmates into the bathroom because I thought my poop had made a very interesting shape. Julie asked me how I was feeling about what I was talking about, and I said I feel really sad for this kid who just wanted to explore and just wanted to do the right thing and just wanted to share scientific observations with her peers. And I accused her of hypnotizing me, and she said no because that's illegal. But after that, therapy was just different. I mean, I would go in and I would start having this very rational conversation. By the end, I was somehow crying again. And every week, I would go in and I would start normal, and then by the end, I was in tears. And it was like I was bringing her all the anecdotes I could to prove that I was a bad person somehow, and she was just absolving me of that feeling. And this goes on for weeks, and I'm about to leave North Carolina to move here, so I've got like a month left here. And I go in one day and I'm like, okay, well, what about the time that I bit Helen Heidekamp when I was 11, which is way too old for anyone wondering. And she says, well, Annie, biting is something that is totally understandable if you were someone who repressed your sexuality and didn't know how to get close to someone. And just like that, I was like, that makes a lot of sense. So I think we're on the up and up. I think we're moving on. But then a couple sentences later, Julie looks at me and asks me, Annie, is it okay to like girls? And I want to say, of course it's okay. I mean, I am the poster child for visibility. And I went back to grad school so that I could convince other Americans that it was okay to like girls. I would get a rainbow tattooed on my face if I could make it tasteful. That's what I wanted to say. But instead I said, what? Because I couldn't answer her right away, and I needed to stall for time. Because in that moment, I was 15, and I'm in my high school locker room while my friends are changing around me with my eyes glued to the floor so that no one would ever be able to accuse me of being gay, which is a way of saying so that no one could ever accuse me of being the person that I am. And in that moment, I couldn't say yes right away to her question. And she was right to ask, because I was fucking terrified. And I still am. I mean, to stand in front of someone and say, you know, I think you're amazing and you make me laugh, that is truly terrifying to me. And so it's totally understandable that my heart might be nervous, because there's so much to lose in that moment from being vulnerable. And for this one moment, my heart is lucky that it has my head convinced that there's so much more to be gained. Thank you.